Hi friends, welcome back to Nuts Nook. I know you're probably thinking today, does she ever change her clothes? I've been making a whole bunch of videos today, that's why you're seeing the same shirt. I do change my clothes, even though I have my favorite clothes that I like to wear. So today I am going to be making some banana bread. I've got a few bananas here that need to be used up. And I'm not going to measure those because if it has a little bit more bananas than what this recipe calls for, to me that's okay. Now I am going to be using my KitchenAid stand mixer to do all this in because I would have had to pull it out anyways just to smash up these bananas the way I like them to be smashed up. So what I try to do is I always try to smash up these bananas first with a whisk attachment, and then I go ahead and put on the one that scrapes the bowl to finish everything up with. So I'll show you over here. This is my KitchenAid. And I'm going to go ahead and start peeling these bananas. Boy, another day it's probably been all black. I'll be making another thing with some other bananas that's going somewhat bad. Not as bad as these are, but sometimes it seems like when we buy bananas, we go right through, and other times we just cannot eat a banana enough to save our life, I think. Alright. Rinse off my hands there. Bring up the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and let that just run around in there for a minute and get these all nice and mushed up the way I like it. Alright, so I got those really nice and done like that. Alright. Now, I cheated a little bit on the butter. Because you all know, anybody who's been watching me knows I do not like to use the microwave. So I use it as very minimal as possible. So I was warming up my June over there to go ahead and put this everything in here. I just kind of went ahead and put the butter in there and let that start to melt a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just turn this on low as I'm mixing this stuff. You're going to throw in 2 eggs. And I have never made it this way. I was looking for a couple different recipes. And this is actually Becky's from Acre Homestead. I believe that's her page. And that way I'm trying something new that I have never tried before. And I have a little bit less than the cup of sour cream. If I can even get it open. So I'm going to go ahead and put this whole amount in here. Now I have never, ever, ever had banana bread that I know of that has sour cream. But she said this is very, very moist, and I could see where it would be because of the sour cream. I don't know for sure if you've ever back in the day had try not to put this anywhere, just everywhere. The mayonnaise cake, I had made some in like for 4-H and it went over very well. I think I won first place at it, which is pretty good for me not being a baker at all. So go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and throw in a little bit of vanilla and make sure all my wet ingredients are in there first, which it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the rest of the dry ingredients around, and I'll be right back. And alright, before I mix up the rest of it, I'm going to go ahead and change this to the one that beats the side, you know, grabs all the stuff on the side. This one did not come with my mixer. I had to actually buy this one separately, which of course makes things a lot more expensive. Alright, so what she did is she put in the not the dry bread, this dry stuff here. So it's going to be 2 cups of flour. And she also said one of the reasons why this is actually really good is because you're using brown sugar and not using brown sugar instead of the white sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and you're going to be doing 3/4 cups of the brown sugar. Now this is my homemade brown sugar. There's actually videos for this too. Get my little thing here and stir this back up. I mean, I know a lot of people use those plastic dishes, but I like to use glass as much as possible. But when it's in these half-gallon jars, it sometimes makes it really hard to go ahead and do. All right, then what she has is a teaspoon of cinnamon. Puts that on there. And I'm just going to put just a smidge of salt because I don't think everything needs the salt that everything puts in there. So just put a smidge of salt. And then a teaspoon of baking powder. The baking powder, not the baking soda, obviously. All right, maybe you look through back here. Now you can add, obviously, chocolate chips or walnuts or whatever you might like. Mark really doesn't like either of those in there. My mom always used to make it with the chocolate chips and had taught my daughter to do it with the chocolate chips. But if it's not liked, why bother with it, you know? So she says to mix hardly at all. You know, just enough to mix this up so it's not overly mixed. And I don't think I've ever had banana bread with cinnamon in it either. So go ahead and try to make sure everything is all mixed. Alright, I'll be doing that one more time here. My daughter, she's the baker of the family. And I've been trying to get her to come bake with me and stuff like that, but she's a busy girl. And I know that it's a lot when, you know, you're newlywed and oops, you don't have time to do hardly anything and doing the work life still and the husband life still and the new house life still, and so I totally 100% get it. I mean, if she ever thinks I don't, she's wrong because I've been in her shoes once before in my life. So anyways, this is what this is looking like, which it smells absolutely fabulous. So what I'm going to do, I think that pan's cooled down enough. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of that sprayed so it doesn't stick. Yeah, it's cooled down enough. Let me get the sprayer. And by the way, Sherry, these are those pans you got me. I told you that you would see things that you got me in other videos. So go ahead and spread this in here. Yeah, I think the rest of that can get in there. Get in there all good. So the boys are coming in from upstairs. I can hear the shh. They can hear me talking. So go ahead and get the rest of that in here. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this in the oven that says for 75 to 90 minutes. So I'll go ahead and put the timer on for 75 minutes because it's come up to temperature, and I'll be back. All right, friends, so the bread is done. Jack took a small piece, Steven took a small piece, Mark took a small piece. I haven't taken any yet. But as you can see, it looks really nice. We ended up cooking this for
about a little over an hour.
A little over an hour. But I did have the three, I forget the temperature at the time here. The 325, but I did actually put 325 at convection. And so, yes, Sherry, that works out very well for a bread pan. Mark said this is really, really nice. The taste to me is still not really there. But I will go by what.
And it's nice and moist.
Yeah, Mark says it's banana bread and it's nice and moist. So the boys said it was really good. I still have to give Kim a piece of this, but they all said it's really good. So hopefully it is. I trust them. So anyways, let me know if you've ever made your banana bread this way. Like I said, I have never made it with a cinnamon in it, and I've never made it with sour cream in it. But I can see where the sour cream would really help make that a moist bread. So I really like it, and I really love the stainless steel pan. It's going to clean up like a breeze. Can't ask for anything more. So let me know in the comments about the recipe and the bread. And thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.